Alright, welcome to today's video. Today's video I'm going to be playing is a PlayStation classic, and it's a fighting franchise that's been going on strong since then. Tekken 7 recently came out, and this is the very first Tekken. You know, I kind of wish that there was no patent or somebody trademarked or something the ability to play video games during a loading screen. Okay, let's start. Because we're playing Tekken, we're not playing that game. Oh, look at that. Oh, it just brings back memories. Oh yeah, Tekken back then was one of the games I didn't really own this when I was a kid, but I did play Tekken 3. Tekken 3 was awesome. I have Tekken 1 and 2 on my digital download here on what do you call it? Whoop. On my PS3, and I also have Tekken 3 on disc because it plays it plays slower on the PlayStation Classic. For some reason, where the PlayStation Classic plays Tekken fine, it plays it in the speed of the European 50 megahertz as opposed to North American 60 megahertz. You can tell the difference, especially if you've been playing Tekken 3 for a lot like I have. I'm not very good at it, but I just love playing Tekken 3 a lot. It's the best, one of the best fighting games on the PS1. Alright, so we're going to do arcade mode. Let's see how far we can get here. Okay, so here are the core fighters of the Tekken franchise. I usually go with Kazuya, just because he's always highlighted. I usually pick the highlighted character first, because here we go. Because they're usually the most balanced and not exactly the most user-friendly, but you know, for the middle ground of tier fighters. Because there's lower tier, and then there's middle tier, and then there's high tier. Like, as in like, well, I don't know exactly how I would explain it, but some characters play better than others. All right, so far so good. Oh man, I do not know how to attack on the ground here. This is an archaic fighting game that came out like over 20 years ago. Oh, whoa. But yeah, I haven't really played this a lot. Even though I had it on my PS3 for years, I maybe once in a while play it. Kazuya versus Nina, alright. And you could tell that this is the very first Tekken, because it doesn't have that fluid, like the fluid fighting didn't really come into play until Tekken 3. Tekken 1 and 2 are kind of like, it kind of feels a little stiff, even slow. But you know, first steps, right? The beginning first steps of the franchise. Alright, so I took her down. One thing I like about Tekken is that there's no walls, but even though like it infinitely, as you can see, the floor, I can see in the background of how far it goes. Kind of like how they give the illusion that it just goes on, and the background is that much, like the background is kind of far away too. But whoa, okay, I better get my head in the game here. There we go. Kazuya doesn't have that spinning kick that he has in the later, what do you call it? The later Tekken series, Tekken titles. Oh. Yoshimitsu. Every time this guy, every game, it seemed like from the first one all the way to the third and fourth one, he just keeps looking more and more messed up. Whoa, he's got me on the ropes here. Come on. Whoa. Oh man, he's caught me. Yeah, I kind of didn't know that Kazuya was going to become the anti-hero that he is today. Like, he's not exactly the hero of the franchise, but he just has, you know, that if you follow the story of Tekken, Kazuya and Heihachi don't exactly have a good father-son relationship. Oh man. And I've been beaten. Where am I? Am I in Rome somewhere? Let's try that again. kill. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how the combos, like the fighting is a little bit stiff in this one here. The timing is kind of slow too. Alright, got him. I don't know Yoshimitsu's story, but it seems like he's just this, I don't know. Like he's some sort of samurai, some weird ghost samurai. Whoa, he's got me. Oh, one hit in at least. Oh, perfect. Dang. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, let's get him. Got him. Got him. Oh, one more hit. One more hit. Got him. Whew. Good fight, Yoshi. Good fight. And I've never played any. Well, I've only played Tekken 3 in the arcade. Any other Tekken I haven't really did. No, wait. I think I vaguely remember playing Tekken 2. Never played Tekken 3. The first 3D fighter game I played in the arcade was Virtua Fighter, the very first one. Oh, that just blew me away. I forget, I think that was in 94? Might have been in 93. I'm not too sure. The 90s are kind of blurred to me at sometimes. Like the 90s is like 20 years ago now. Considering what year you're counting at. Oh man, it's like it's 2019, it's almost 2020. The 90s is like literally will be 20 years ago, like 1999. Oh, come on. Oh, darn. Bruce Lee killed me. I remember back in the 90s, almost every fighting game had to have a Bruce Lee counterpart. Like, there's Law, and then there's, what's his name? I can't remember his name, he's on Street Fighter. Fei Long, yeah. I forget, there was, and on, what do you call it? Mortal Kombat, there's Liu Kang. No one like there's no there was no charismatic martial artist like, movie star martial artist like Bruce Lee was. Jackie Chan has his own style, but what do you call it? Didn't have that intensity. That whoa, oh man. Come on, man. Oh darn. I wonder why Law's mouth is stuck open. Look at that. Alright. Oh man, he's just really giving it to me. I don't really know how I did that, but if I played this a little bit more, I think I get the hang of it. Oh. Ay. Yeah, Tekken 7 graphics compared to this one is such a major leap. Like, even when I played Tekken 7 for the first time, which was last year, I was like, I still am constantly being impressed by PS4's graphical capabilities. I don't know, I've been pretty much impressed. Like, I think when I first time played the PS3, I was a little disappointed that it wasn't a big leap over the PS2, but over time, the PS3 started to show what it was capable of, and yeah. Because the first early PS3 games I thought kind of looked too similar to the late PS2 titles, but oh, come on. Oh man. Well, it looks like looks like this is where I'm gonna be stuck for a while. But anyway, so yeah, I'm pretty much out of time. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode as much as I enjoyed making it, and I hope we'll have a new video tomorrow. New video, new game, and so until then, we'll see ya. So have a good one.